Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk about custom ordering surfboards. I always find it surprising when I talk to surfers and they tell me that they find it intimidating to talk to a shaper, and that's why a lot of people buy boards off the rack. That's always a bit shocking to me because I think that if you're really serious about buying a board to improve your surfing and have more fun in the water, then 95% of people are going to benefit from talking to a shaper. And I'm going to take you through the process today in what's going to happen when you go and see a shaper and you want to order a custom surfboard. We're going to do it in 5 easy steps to take you through the journey from how you pick a shaper all the way to how you decide what board you're going to order and order a board like a professional surfer does. Now, you have to think to yourself, why does a professional surfer order a board directly with a shaper? Is it just because they're good at surfing, or did they get good at surfing because they understand their equipment? So that's why I think it's really beneficial to anyone of all levels. Always talk to your shaper because it helps massively to understand the equipment you're on and up your chances of getting a board that's going to help you develop in your surfing. Okay, so step number 1, find your shaper. Now this point is easy. There's no pressure really. You can look online, Instagram's good, Google's good. You need to have an idea of what you're trying to order and then find a shaper who resonates with that sort of shape. So whether you're after a longboard, maybe you go and see a longboard shaper. You're after a high performance shortboard, go see a shaper who's done plenty of high performance shortboards. Maybe it's a bit more bespoke. Maybe you don't even know, in which case you want to go and see an all-rounder, someone who's known for their wide array of different surfboards they have on offer. So find a shaper that resonates with you. Step 2, reach out. Email the guy or girl, phone them, hit them up on the DM, make sure you book an appointment to see that shaper. They're always going to be stoked you give them a shout. As a shaper, we love talking to the people we're making a board for. So reach out, we're going to be stoked. Okay, now step 3, you found your shaper, you've reached out, now it's time to go in and have a chat. So how the chat with a shaper usually goes, if it's me, I'm sure most shapers are similar, but the first thing I want to talk about is the current board you're surfing, what you do and don't like about it, and a history on your board, say over the last couple of years. Now, this is going to teach me any patterns you might have in your surfboard buying that you might not even be aware of. It's going to help me understand what you like the feel of and what you've experienced, so that I might be able to offer you something you haven't experienced. It's a bonus, or something I'm not going to offer you because I know you don't like. Based on the board history, I'm going to learn lots there. And the next thing I want to talk about is, what do you want from this board? What do you want from the board that you're ordering? So we're going to talk about what waves you're going to surf it in. Is it for a trip coming up? Is it for a local board at home, an everyday board? I want to understand what you want out of the board in terms of development in your surfing, ease of wave catching, performance, style. I'm going to ask loads of questions that's going to give me as good an insight into what you want from this board. Then we're going to talk about your height, your weight, your stance, the obvious things that are going to decide what sort of size surfboard is going to be right for your body type. Now, the next bit, I think this is the hardest bit for most people, is we want to talk about your surfing. Now, when we talk about your surfing, it's kind of like going to the doctors. Like, you don't go to the doctors with a nasty itch and tell them you've got a bad eye, because you're not going to get your itch sorted, are you? So as embarrassing as it may feel, trust me, shapers have heard it all before. Tell the truth. Let's open up, talk about your surfing. What are your weak points? What are your strong points? What are you wanting to improve? What are you happy with where it is? Let's talk about how you surf, airs, turns, whatever it is. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's be honest. And with gathering all of this information together, you and the shaper are going to come up with a really, really nice surfboard that's going to take you to the next level. And the last bit is, where do you normally surf? Even if this board might not be just intended for that place, I think that it gives a really, really good insight, especially for a local shaper, knowing where you surf regularly as well. Okay, so step number 4, what are we making? Given that we've had this conversation now, we've got through all the good bits of information for the shaper to decide what we're going to do with your order, he's going to start building a picture and offer you some ideas. Again, this is just part of a chat where it's 2 people collaborating. You're both going to come up with the idea together using the shaper's experience and your experience of your own surfing. So what are we making? We're going to land on a model and type of surfboard, be it a fish, a mid-length, a shortboard, a longboard, something in the middle, and a model that shaper sort of offers around there. So maybe he's going to tweak one of his models to suit you. Maybe you're going to have it off the shelf. I don't know, but this is where we're going to talk about it. The size of the board to fit your body and what you're used to, and something that you're going to feel comfortable ordering. What it's made out of. Construction's a big part these days. Flex is going to be something shapers talk about a lot in the future. Customizing flex is something you can do through construction of the board. So it's really good to talk about construction methods with this board as well. And then everyone's favorite bit, the aesthetic. What do you want it to look like? Plain white, multicolored, resin tint, sprays, all sorts of stuff that we can do. It's absolutely endless. So just bear in mind, you're getting a board built for you. So you want it to look exactly how you want it to look. Let's go for it here. This is a really, really fun bit. So always be prepared to make sure that you've got all the information to hand on how you want the board to look. Okay, finally, step number 5, the last bit, stick your deposit down and wait, because in 4 to 5 weeks, 100% when it's flat, your board will be ready to pick up and you can take out your all new surfboard built for you, ordered it just like a professional surfer does, and I guarantee you're going to have a really, really fun time with that board. I hope this video's helped. Don't be scared to speak to a shaper. We love it. When you're looking for shapers, I say always go to your local shaper. They know the ways around, they know where you surf the best, and they might have even seen you in the water. So it's really, really good to speak to your local shaper when ordering a board. So that's it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Cheers for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to drop them and I'll talk to people in the comments. Also, if you want a written copy of what I've just discussed, I have written a blog post detailing a bit more about the process, which you're more than welcome to read. It's on the Collab Surf website. That's collabsurf.com. Let me know what other videos you want to see. I'm happy to talk through stuff like this. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Merry Christmas, and I will see you next time. Shakas from me. Yo.